Welcome back to the channel. First time here, think about liking and subscribing. Halo Infinite has now missed its own January deadline for details about campaign co-op and Forge. If you remember, before this game released, it was delayed an extra year. There were a ton of problems internally and everybody was holding their breath. Can they release a game that is really good, that lives up to the Halo pedigree? And I like the campaign. I gotta be honest, I do like the campaign, but there are a lot of things missing in that world. It's a huge world and there's not a lot to do in that world apart from just go through the motions with the story. But when you get to the multiplayer, there have been nothing but problems for this game. And I'm not a multiplayer gamer, but the problems that I have are that if this is the biggest game that Microsoft and Xbox has, this is Halo. The pedigree of the console and the brand is built on Halo. If they can't get this right, if this is the level of disorder within their own house around this game, what's going to happen for all the other games? What's going to happen for the detail and the attention and the care that I'm going to get as a single player gamer? Because if they're not interested in doing it with Halo, or the service-based aspect of everything that they're doing causing these issues, which I absolutely believe is happening. I'm not interested in comments telling me how service isn't interrupting the way games are made. It clearly is. Take a look at Halo 5's cutscenes and presentation and story and tell me why Halo Infinite is worse. The answer is GamePass and service-based everything didn't exist back then when Halo 5 was being produced. So this is right out of 343's blog post, quote, "In January, we will have more details to share about the Season 1 event calendar as well as our Season 2 campaign co-op and Forge release plans." According to GamingIntel.com, Halo Infinite Season 2 and beyond, unfortunately it appears that Halo Infinite has now missed its own January deadline for these details. And while it's clear that the team is still hard at work fixing Halo Infinite cheating issues and big team battle, fans are a little disappointed. Forge and Co-op are two highly anticipated additions to the Infinite experience, and in the past, we've usually seen them launch alongside the main release. However, in a recent announcement from Halo Community Director Brian Jarrard, we did get confirmation that a roadmap is coming soon to help answer questions and manage expectations. So here's where the insight and the expectation of somebody who likes single player games comes in. Now, if Microsoft wants to push into service, which they clearly do, fine. If Sony wants to do that, fine. But if I see a degradation in the quality of something like Halo, the biggest game that Microsoft has, the biggest game that they have internally that they see as a software as a service game, and they're having this level of difficulty transitioning this game into a games as a service model, what is that going to do for the creation of anything and everything story-based single player? They are not getting this right. Take a look again at Halo 5. Go back. I did this. Go back. I dare you to go back and look at those cutscenes and the animation and just the way the story was told in Halo 5 and tell me why it's so different in Halo Infinite. Why is it worse in Halo Infinite? The only answer, the only logical answer to any of this is the game was developed with a games as a service model in mind compared to a full fat release like Halo 5 was. And I don't want that to happen with the content that I get. Yes, I'm a very selfish gamer. Everyone should be that. You should get top quality. You should expect top quality. And if there is a strategy in place that is degrading the content that you're getting, it's not okay to just make an excuse and say, no, it's not worse, it's better, because you're on board with some ridiculous corporate strategy because you want to be pseudo famous online. So this doesn't give me confidence in the overall push for everything and anything service-based, especially when, again, this is the biggest franchise. This is Halo. This is Xbox. Xbox is Halo. Halo is Xbox. And if they're having this big of a difference, if there is this big of a difference compared to last gen and this gen when it comes to this franchise, what's going to happen next? And I absolutely think that this service push is doing it. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Do you think that this is just status quo now and we're going to have to accept that this is the new norm when it comes to big franchises? Or are you like me and you want better, you want more, and there are a lot of choices out there? I'm not saying this is the end of the world, but I would like this to be in a lot better shape than it is right now, especially when it comes to the future and the story and the campaign. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Again, think about liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.